I definitely questioned doing this review mainly because, like, Kanye in general does not need any sort of extra attention. But then I seen how much it sold first week, and I have to talk about it. Like, I literally have to, because it was so bad. The downfall of arguably one of the best, like, music creators, I think, is a pretty fair assumption, or a pretty fair take, over the last decade. Actually, maybe not this decade. 2010s and up is what I'm getting at. You know what I meant. But, like, one of the greats, seeing his downfall like this is truly, it's astonishing, because, like, how do you mess up this bad? What goes wrong? And you could kind of see it coming from the first Donda. You can definitely see where it all went wrong with Vultures and everything in between. But just the amazing, astounding downfall of this guy is just crazy. It didn't even chart on Billboard. At least I don't think it did. If it did, it was like bottom 50 spots. It sold, if it would have had a full week of streaming, it was projected to have like 21,000. Oh wait, no, or am I wrong? No, I'm reading that wrong. It was supposed to, like, it was projected to get 21,000, and it only sold 5.6. Now, you can probably add some, like, context to this. He didn't put it on his actual Kanye page. It was posted on a page that I don't even think many people know about. I mean, this is the only drop on it. He's not going to get any playlist support whatsoever. And also, this album was supposed to drop 2 years ago, and it never did. The only little bits and pieces of it we got were demos of unrealized songs, and we thought we were never going to get finished versions, and we kind of, quote unquote, kind of get finished versions. I actually quotations around that whole sentence, because, like, you can definitely tell where parts of this are AI. Like, I don't know if he thinks people are stupid and aren't going to notice or what, but it is actually insanely noticeable, some of the parts of AI on this album. And not only that, he couldn't even use them to finish the whole song. There are still little parts here and there where he's grunting, where he's trying to find, like, you can tell it's supposed to be him trying to, like, get a flow going, and that way he can just kind of figure it out. Early stage of a song, it's not supposed to be what we're hearing. That's just what he's trying to do. Like, Vultures 2 had the same exact problem when it dropped, of just whole entire unfinished verses and unfinished parts. And even though Donda 2, I don't remember off the top of my head any, like, crazy racist bars or anything like that, or anything notable lyrically, but that also goes for not even, like, stuff that's controversial. I just don't think he said anything that crazy. And it's kind of crazy looking at the rollout for this, because there really wasn't one. I think a guy on Twitter was posting about when this was supposed to drop. I thought it was fake until it legit happened. The only songs on here, and it's still censored. Why is it still censored? The last 2 Vultures albums we've had aren't censored. Why is censored Donda 2? You know what I mean? Because that, honestly, is stupid as it sounds. The way, it's not like none of them are it's not like they're no cuss songs. They're cussing, but it blanks it out, and it makes the song, every single song, noticeably worse, because there's these weird breaks in between lyrics. Happy and Pablo could probably be so much better songs, or actually mainly just Happy. Pablo's not that great, but Happy could be a much better song. Especially Future's part. Future carries that, and you don't even hear half of what he says, because there's, like, he's cussing, and he probably didn't know it was going to be censored. You know what I mean? Or at least, like, it maybe would have been censored better. I don't know. There's a lot wrong with this album, because it almost feels like they just took it directly from, like, the player thing that it was on and just slapped it, like, onto streaming services. That's really all that happened here. I legit don't think anything else happened. I mean, that's all it was. This is literally just, they took it from the player and put it on streaming services. and it didn't go good because no one cares anymore. Kanye has dug himself such a big hole that even a drop by him, only his die hardest of fans are gonna watch it. I'm an idiot. Listen to it. And even then, they didn't even show up. Only 5,000 first week. Why didn't you put this on your actual page? Why did you... actually, that is, out of all the questions I had asked Kanye, that's definitely closer to the bottom. I don't know. I don't think there's anything he can do. And he dropped a whole other album before this. Like, didn't he drop that album, like, Bully? Did that ever come out? I don't even know. I think it did on, like, YouTube. But I haven't listened to it. I've heard it was awful. And there's another Spotify page just called Yay that has like 2 songs on it that I think is Kanye. I think. It sounds like AI the whole time, which is honestly could be a reason to believe it's Kanye. Because he sounds like he's just using AI to make his music now. He has all that creative, beautiful mind is gone. It's just gone. It's just what he thinks is good now. Like, and this is kind of also like, it's a big collaborative effort. There's a lot of features. And even then, I guess some of the features showed up, but like I said, a lot of them are swearing in an album that is censoring the swear words, so it kind of just noticeably makes them worse. Like, the Migos could have been a lot better on We Did It Kid, but a lot of their verses are being cut. Happy could have been a banger, and a lot of Future's flow on there is really good, but then there's a break between a cuss word in between his bars that just kind of ruin the whole flow of the song and make it significantly worse. Like, this album definitely could have been better, but it's also hard to listen to it whenever like all the stuff surrounding Kanye has went on. It makes it significantly harder to actually enjoy it, to even attempt to enjoy it, even if it was good. You know what I mean? Another thing I noticed was a big red flag is that he was listening to this album with Neon, Sneeko, and another like streamer. I think it was Jack Dorothy, maybe. I don't know. I'm just thinking of 3 terrible streaming people. Like, that is such bad company. Like, it's a goon get together. It's a goon session. Like, if you're in a room listening with your music with that group of people, and they're all just like agreeing just to be controversial for attention, that's such like, you shouldn't be doing that, man. Like, I would hate to be one of Kanye's homies and you have to listen to his garbage and tell him that it's good to actually, like, to get money to get your next meal. Like, that is, because, God, man, just God, what happened? What happened? I can't even give it a rating. I mean, it's a 0. Like, even if the album was good, this much AI use on it alone is enough to get a 0 out of me. But this is hands down the worst thing I've heard for sure this year. And for sure one of the worst album experiences I've just had in general. Really. To the end of this video that I greatly appreciated. Join the Patreon for as little as $1.50 a month. That's such a steal, bro. I can shout out your name at the end of the video. How good would that be? But you can also subscribe, which is mainly what I want you to do. I want to have 1,000 by the time I want to be monetized by the time I get to college. Help me get there, man. I love you guys.